What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I want to tell you guys some tips on how to get lean and how to get shredded and ultimately get a six pack, like what we have here, all while, putting on muscle and, make sure your fats and your hormones are still intact. So I'm gonna just jump straight into it. I started at 164 in April, ended my journey in July, and now we're trying to maintain our six pack and put on muscle. So basically, lean bulking, that's what it's called, and it's pretty. It's a very hard journey. I only recommend it to people who are very serious about their body and who want to improve their looks drastically. Um, I started off at 164. I was basically skinny fat, is what they called, and I had no abs. I looked bulky. Chicks are like puffy. Like we didn't have none of this right here. 3 months ago, we didn't have none of that. Um, and I looked super. I looking back on my photos, like post April or before April, I was like, I looked super depressed. Now I'm like, and plus like it was like winter too, so I'm like, it's a lot of other factors too as well. But anyway, I'm like, my skin's glowing now, and I feel awesome. But some tips I want to give you guys if you're gonna start this journey is that you have to be one, you have to be very disciplined. You have to be autistically disciplined. Like you can't just half-ass the. If you're gonna start a cut, you have to go all in on this cut. It's all or nothing. Like you can't have a cheat day when you're first starting, or even a month into your cut. You can't have a cheat day. I wouldn't have a cheat day until your cut is over. That's what I did a very aggressive cut for 2.5 months or 62 days exactly, and I had no cheat days. I think I had maybe one snack. I'm trying to think. May, that was it. Maybe I had no sodas, only diets. No sugary sodas, no sugary drinks. I don't think I had any snacks in those. Like, yeah, I don't think I had any snacks, which was crazy. But I'll tell you guys what I did have. I had chicken and rice, Chipotle's every day. Chipotle every day. So yeah, number one was stay autistically disciplined. And what you're eating. If you're gonna start this cut, you have to be autistically disciplined. Like really, you gotta be committed. All or nothing, baby. And the second one is eat the same thing every day. And that's what made it very easy for me. Chicken and rice is the easiest one. All you gotta do is have like I forgot how much grams of rice you want to use. I think it's like anywhere from like 2 to 300 grams of rice and like 8 ounces of chicken, 8 to 10 ounces of chicken. It depends on where your weight is at as well. Because I was 164 and I had to shoot for 2,000 calories. Yeah, and then a 500 deficit. So I ate chicken and rice every day. I forgot what the other meal was, but I think it was chicken and rice twice a day. And then towards the end, I started implementing beef, ground beef, 93.7 ground beef at Subway or Safeway. You can't even find that. I can't even find it no more for some reason. It's like I can't find a 93.7. It must not be selling. But that was that was another low fat option, high protein, low fat option. Low like I think it's lower on calories too. It just doesn't taste that good. That's all. Uh, uh, Meal you can make. And I got some ground beef right now thawing out. That's 80 20 though. That's 80 20. Um, but yeah, like literally disciplined, eat the same thing every day, and you want to find out. And the third one is you want to find out how many calories you have to consume every day. Like for me, I have to consume 2,000, right? So two medium-sized meals plus a protein shake was all I needed every day. Every day, two medium-sized meals, one protein shake was all I needed. As long as I hit my protein, really, I was all right because I was trying to burn up the fat. So like, if I was low in calories one day, but I was high on protein, I was all right. Because what I would do is I would just go out and get drinks that night, and I'll be all right. I make sure my drinks were like I make sure I have enough drinks to get like my extra 400 or 500 calories. Because when I was cutting, oh, another thing as well. It's probably the fourth one. But the fourth one would probably be if you're a drinker, no more beer. I would stay away from beer completely, or just in general, and that's probably why most people probably can't do a cut, especially if they're drinkers. You can't. I wouldn't recommend beer at all. It just makes you bloated. Makes you really bloated. Like you want to have this. You don't want to have like you want to have the six pack, and the beer's gonna like make everything bloat. Especially if you go out, you can't really show off your like you can't really show off your physique. You're gonna be like, sitting like this, and then it's gonna look weird. You're gonna look like a fucking dad. You're gonna have a dad body. When you want to go out, when you want to go out, you want to have that you want to have that shredded look when you go out. Because there's been times where I've been called literally sexy by dudes. You can tell they were straight dudes. Like it's funny getting the compliments from men who are straight, because that's how you know when you really are like looking good and on your shit. But like the beard, like unfortunately it has to go. I What I do is when I was cutting and I was going out a lot, it was tequila soda only, vodka, sugar-free Red Bull, um, vodka, sugar-free Red Bull, because I think Red Bull has like a couple hundred calories, the small ones. But those are really strong. Sugar-free Red Bulls. Um, and what else? White Claws. I started drinking a lot of White Claws. If you guys have any recommendations on like low calorie like alcohol drinks, let me know in the comments. But I only drink White Claws and tequila sodas. Uh, Vodka sodas are so nasty. I got used to the tequila soda after a while, but White Claws is probably just my go-to. Honestly, I gotta have like 3 or 4 of those to feel something. Um, and yeah, I want to like expand, but only way I'm really disciplined. So if I'm gonna like drink heavy, I'm gonna get my steps high. So this is the fifth one. Back to so also the fourth. I don't remember what the third one was, but the fourth one was no more beer, only low cal alcohol drinks. And I'm pretty sure we'll make like another video on that as well. I have to do some experiments. But the fifth one would be to get shredded and lean, you have to get a high step count. And guys, I just gave you so much game for free. I just realized I paid a personal trainer for all this information, by the way. Like thousands of bucks for this information. And I'm giving it away for free. So, I mean, if you guys are listening, please drop a comment on what's the best tip so far. Drop a like, please, because this is free game. But it's only free game if you apply it. If you apply it and you're stay committed and disciplined to it. But anyway, the fifth one would be get a high step count every day. Uh, Me, when I was cutting, I was shooting for 15 to 20K every day, and that's a lot of walking. If you're working, it's a lot of walking. If you have other things, that's a lot of walking. And I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. My social life, it kind of took a hit. But if you can find people to walk with who are kind of like on the same page as you, if you could go like on a walking date and get like a quick 5,000 steps on that walking date, 10,000 steps on that walking date, even better. But I would try like if you want to maintain a social life doing this cut, because it's just your energy is gonna tank. Everything's gonna tank towards the end of the cut. Everything's gonna tank. Your hormones, everything's gonna tank. I would try to do these activities with people and tell them what you're doing, so that way they understand why and what you're doing, and also when your energy drops, they will know. Oh shit, he's cutting. He or she's cutting. But the fifth one was high step count every day. I personally did 15-20K. I recommend 15-20K every day. Uh, all you gotta do is literally just walk, music. I post content a lot on Instagram and YouTube in general. So I will be making videos, making reels while I'm walking. Laughing at reels while I'm walking. And especially if you walk somebody, it makes it faster. But doing that, that's how I got through my walks. Now I shoot for a 10 every day, 8 to 12 basically every day. Um, because I have to hit 3,000 calories every day now, and I have to get like a 10,000 you know steps in every day. Some days are hard, especially because right now we train 6 days a week, boxing and gym. We're doing we're building an aesthetic body. Pretty sure I said that in my last video, but I have a certain physique I want to build, so it's gonna take 6 days a week, unfortunately. So we worked it though. But 15, 20K steps every day, and that is really like recommended for me at least. People probably say 10, 15, 20K is overkill. If you're not serious about this cut, if you want to fast track this cut, 15 to 20K steps paired up with the two medium size or whatever your calorie deficit is, which you have to figure out yourself because everyone's different. That's gonna, that 15, 20K steps, you're taking calories in and you're gonna be burning it right out. And then, once you got that little window, you could also get some drinks later that day if you wanted to. That's what I would do. I would get my days, my Fridays, Saturdays would like this. I would hit my protein goal, hit a decent calorie, like it was 2,000. I would hit like 15 cals, 1,500 cals, and I already be at high like 10, 15,000 steps already. Then I would go out, get another five, and have drinks, and hit like 2,000 calories by the end of the night. And then I would wake up. I would wake up still like this, a little bloated, obviously, from all the drinking and carbs and stuff like that. But I'll wake up still like with abs. And I did that for weekends. And in July, I took a break from going out to mainly train and get the lane bulking process going, because once I ended my cut like early July, I think it was. I think it was like end of June, early July, end of my cut, and the 2 or 3 weeks around that time, I had to figure out how to up the calories because I was not used to eating a little bit more. I was cutting for 2 months. Now I have to eat a little bit more. I was like, how do I do that? I have to figure out how to do it again. But now we're up to 3,000 a day now. 100 grams, at least 80 to 100 grams of fat. I'm trying to get that a little bit lower, but some days it's hard because the shit I eat, I have like an extra snack or two now. Rice Krispie treat or like gummy bears or like some sugary. But I'm still working on my diet. Um, it's pretty hard, honestly, but it's well worth it. We still, you know, we're putting on hopefully some muscle, and we still have our 6 pack. I had like this is 9 in the morning. I'm gonna go for a walk now, and then we're gonna eat probably 8 ounces of that. That's not enough, honestly, because I want to have a bigger meal than that. So we're probably gonna eat like 16 ounces actually, and then get our day really going after that. But basically, I just want to get those 5 tips out because that was a lot of game for free I just gave away. That I spent a lot of money to learn and figure out. But this was not possible without my calorie tracker app, which I will show you guys right now. I made my own calorie tracker app, and it's unfortunately it's private. But as you can see today, we are at 2,400. We at 0. I got a log a banana. We got our steps right there. Of course, you can't really see it. We got reports. You're averaging 3,100 calories every day. That's what I'm averaging. 10K steps every day. Averaging 180 grams of protein and 367 grams of carbs every day. I gotta weigh myself too as well. But yeah, this app is pretty awesome. I built it back in April, and if it wasn't for this app, I would not have this physique. So that's probably the sixth tip would be bonus. Sixth tip would be to get an app. Maybe one day when I publish this app, I will promote it more. But get an app to help you track your calories, because I mean, yeah, you could eat. You'll be eating, but what if you probably, if you don't log what you're eating, it's like what the fuck? You're just gonna be doing whatever. So I log everything I eat, just not the drinks. But anyway, that's it for the video, guys. I give a lot of game for free. Please drop a comment on your favorite tip, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.